Picture a desolate mountain region peopled by cattle rustlers, horse thieves, and desperados. Somewhere in the heart of it, a rich silver camp, and you have Limbo County in the early 1880s. That's the setting for tonight's story. Death and taxes.
Young Bud Payson, green as a cornfield in his native Kansas, didn't know that Limbo had the reputation of being one of the toughest counties in the Southwest. But he learned in 3 easy lessons.
He had sand in his craw, but was slow on the draw.
Roll over, stranger. You're blocking my egress.
Doggone the doggone. Saloon's closed, temporary. Doggone it, Sheriff. This has got to stop. Curly Bill smashed darn near every bottle in my place. And him not even a regular customer.
You're elected sheriff to enforce law and order. I'm doing my best. You've got to do better. As mayor of this town, I demand action.
That's what we pay taxes for. And speaking of taxes, does anybody collect from Curly Bill and the rest of that gang?
Collect taxes?
They're residents of the county, ain't they?
They are, and rolling in dough.
No reason why they shouldn't be assessed the same as us honest folks.
Do you realize what you're saying? It'd take a whole posse to go into that outlaw country. Then send a posse. You know very well I haven't one deputy to my name. They've all been killed or run off. Well, replace them. Nobody will take the job.
Maybe you don't want the job of sheriff another term. Well, there's an election coming up, and if you don't give us honest folks protection, there'll be a new man behind that badge.
Such is right. The people need protection. And if you can't get any deputies, then by gosh, I will. Oh, excuse me.
That's all right.
Hey! Stranger in town, aren't you?
Why, yes.
Come with me. Here's a deputy for you.
Well, that was quick work.
Can you ride? Shoot?
Yeah?
Swear him in, Sheriff.
Now, wait a minute. This is a boy and a complete stranger.
My name's Bud Payson. I'm from Kansas.
A tenderfoot.
Just looking for objections. I don't believe you want a deputy.
I have to make a few inquiries.
Curly Bill and his gang don't. They shoot first and ask questions afterward.
Well, I'd like the job if you'll have me. I need work.
This is all that's left of the last deputy I had. You still want to wear it?
I'd rather take a chance on being shot than starve to death.
Now, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to uphold and enforce the laws of this territory under the powers vested in you as a deputy sheriff, so help you God?
I do. How's your new deputy?
Well, he's pretty good at shining his badge.
The mayor sure pulled a rabbit out of his hat. Nabbing him for you.
Rabbit is right. Not even dry yet behind his pink little ears. Seems like a nice kid. Sorry to see him take the job.
Well, now that you got him, what are you going to do with him?
Put him to work, just like you and the mayor demanded. Only I'm hoping comes the first showdown, you'll turn tail and hit leather back to Kansas.
I'm open for business again. Come on in and have one on the house.
I gotta get home to supper. I've invited my new deputy. My daughter June will be expecting us.
I'm sure grateful to your dad. If he hadn't given me a job, I might never have met you. I sure hope I make good.
With the job?
Well, I am a greenhorn as a deputy.
You mustn't let folks know.
You don't think they'd guess to look at me?
I think you've got everything it takes.
I'll try to fool them.
Just act tough. Say to yourself, I'm the authority here. What I say goes.
What I say goes.
Anybody tangles with me will get what's coming to him.
We'll get what's coming to them.
You're wonderful. Now just carry out those threats. Be tough. Show yourself a red-blooded man who gets what he wants.
Now, this whole region around here is outlaw territory. You know anything about Curly Bill?
No.
Well, he's the king of them all. And this is his capital.
Goryville? Some name.
I want you to go out there and collect taxes.
Taxes?
It's part of the sheriff's job, and I've got orders to collect them.
But from outlaws?
Well, they're citizens of the county. No reason why they shouldn't be assessed like honest folks.
How do I go about it?
That's up to you. Every deputy has to figure these things out for himself. Of course, if you don't like the job, just turn in your badge and no hard feelings.
Are you trying to get rid of me, Sheriff?
Only for your own good.
You sure it's not because I've taken a liking for your daughter?
You have? I didn't know that.
Well, I hope you don't mind.
We'll talk about that later. It's a long way from liking to getting.
Yes, sir.
Now, wait a minute. You better take this with you.
Thank you. Well, goodbye.
Good luck. Blast your hide, Mayor.
Why do you stare at me like that?
I want to remember you, just as you are this minute.
Anybody think you were going away for a year? Where are you going anyway?
Oh, all around.
It's a nice general answer. I hope you stay out of Curly Bill's territory.
You know Curly Bill?
Of course, by reputation. We've never met socially.
Well, I didn't imagine so.
He has got a girl, though. She comes into town to shop every now and then. Bold as brass and with lots of spending money. You're not listening to a word I say.
I'm sorry.
You are going into Curly Bill's territory.
Goodbye, June.
Take care of yourself. Bye.
Howdy.
You lost?
No.
Then what are you doing here?
Well, haven't I got a right to be here?
I asked you a question, stranger.
Well, I thought that was something folks in the West didn't do. However, I don't mind telling you. I'm looking around, thinking of opening up a trading post in these parts.
You're lying.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but
I thought so. One of the sheriff's men. Will you hightail it right straight back where you came from? Savvy?
no.
This climate ain't healthy for deputies. Someone is likely to pick your badge for a target.
Well, thanks for the warning, ma'am. Now will you tell me something else? How far is it to Goryville?
Goryville? Just keep straight ahead, stranger. And when you feel the blood running down your shirt, you're there.
This is Goryville. What's the population?
Varies from day to day.
Today, for instance, it's increased by 1. Yours truly.
And by sundown, it might go the other way.
You're not trying to alarm me, are you? Lady I met on the trail was full of warnings, too.
Must have been Evita.
Evita?
Curly Bill's girl. She's the only female hereabouts.
She's a good looker.
Not so loud. Curly Bill gets jealous mighty easy.
He's around here?
Right over there in front of his office. Well, that's about it.
What do I owe you?
$2.
A robber like the rest of them.
Fellow's got to make a living.
Well, just that much better for the tax collector.
Tax collector?
Fellow who collects the taxes. Well, somebody does, don't they?
Mister, this is outlaw country. There's only one man in the world who could collect taxes here, and that's Curly Bill himself.
I believe you're right. Home a horse for me, will you?
If I couldn't steal a better-looking horse than that, I'd give up the business and get a job. I'll give you $5 for it. Well, where did you come from, little boy?
Limbo.
Looking for somebody?
You.
Well, take a good look, because it may be your first and your last.
Oh, why, we've met before. I was the fellow who was blocking your egress the other day at the Limbo Saloon.
Oh! You admired that expression, huh?
There's a lot of things I admire about you, Curly.
You hear that, boys? The kid admires me.
I've got a proposition to put up to you.
Nothing illegal, I hope.
No.
Let's walk over here where we can talk private. Some of these fellas I wouldn't trust. Well, what's your proposition?
I'm a deputy.
Sheriff must be getting pretty hard up.
He's given me the job of collecting taxes in this region.
Collecting taxes? He must be plumb loco. Why, Sonny, you haven't got a prayer.
That's why I've come to you. You're the kingpin around here. You're the only one who can help me do it.
Let me get this straight. You want me to...
Make the rounds with me. Help me collect.
Of all the gall. You know what you deserve? As a lead slug right in that fresh mug of yours.
Will you help me, Curly?
You've got gall. You've got guts, too. Yes, by gosh, I will.
Curly,
Hello, baby. You got back in a hurry.
did you see him?
Who?
There's a deputy from Limbo on the prowl.
Deputy, huh? I thought they were all dead.
This is a new one, young, green as grass. They're the worst. Rush in and start shooting without knowing what they're shooting at.
Don't worry, Vita.
He was headed for Goryville.
I know. I just had a drink with him.
What?
Celebrate our partnership.
Partnership?
I made a deal with this guy. He and I are going to collect taxes hereabouts.
Collect taxes?
From every doggone cattle rustler and horse thief in this territory.
It does not make any sense.
Sure it does, baby. Him and me will collect in the name of the law. And then, you and me will enjoy the receipt.
Curly.
Who is it?
Bud Payson.
I don't know you. What do you want?
I'm from the sheriff's office. I'm collecting taxes.
Taxes? Well, you come to the wrong place, my friend. I ain't got nothing to pay taxes on. Well, I'm just a poor rancher trying to keep body and soul together.
Mind if I look around?
I sure do. Now, you make tracks out of here before I blast you out. I ain't paying no gol-darn taxes to no gol-darn deputy sheriff for no gol-darn county.
Oh, yes, you are, Cuddler.
Curly, what are you doing here?
Seeing if this young deputy collects what's owing.
Yeah, but I don't know nothing. I got nothing.
Put him down for $250, Bud.
250? But I'm broke, I tell you. Why, I never paid taxes in my life.
Then we'll slap on another $500 for arrears.
And another 50 for pointing a gun at an officer of the law.
Why, you...
Be quick about it. We got a lot of calls to make. We can't lollygag around with you all day.
You're $20 short.
But you cleaned me.
No weaseling now. Work up that last double eagle. Write him out a receipt, Bud. We got to keep the county record straight.
Thanks.
Looks like a stage holdup. Only neither.
6 more calls and we're through. And then I can head back to town.
I'll bet you got a girl there.
Well, that's right.
Couldn't be the sheriff's daughter.
Well, how'd you guess?
Prettiest girl in Limbo, if you like the pink and white type. You know her, Curly?
Nope.
Curly makes such flying trips into town. Now me, when I go, I stay and shop. Feel a shopping spree coming over me right now.
Keep your hands off.
Just a little advance.
If you need spending money, I'll give it to you. But these are county funds, a sacred trust, to be used for public improvement for the common good.
Sure, Curly.
Will you be going into Limbo in the next day or two, Evita?
Maybe. What can I do for you?
Give a message to June. Here, I'll write it for you.
I'll see that she gets it.
You're June.
Yes.
Got a message for you from your deputy friend.
Bud? Oh. So far, so good. Bud, how did you get this?
From him.
Where is Bud? What's going on?
Don't worry, sweetheart. Your precious tax collector is safe in the hands of Curly Bill.
Curly Bill? Wait, come back! Tell me! You sent him out there to collect taxes?
I didn't want to, but somebody has to do it.
Why? Nobody's ever done it before.
I know, but it's part of this job. Just ask the mayor and the merchants. They're the ones that yelled for it. Said I wasn't fulfilling my duties. An election's coming soon.
So, for the sake of a few votes, you'd send a man to his death.
June.
That's what it amounts to, murder.
But his message says everything's going all right.
Written at the point of a gun, most likely. Father, how could you?
I didn't know you cared so much for this fella, honey. Why, you only just met him.
That's all it took. I love him. I love him.
It's hot enough, Dutch. Slap it on him.
Mr. Benton, I'm Deputy Pace.
You don't have to introduce yourself. I know what you're here for.
Well, good. That makes it easier.
Easier for what?
You're the last man on my list, Mr. Benton.
You can cross my name off your list now, because I ain't been buffaloed into paying any taxes.
But you owe it to the county, sir.
The county, huh? You think the county's gonna ever see hide nor have any of that money?
Why not?
Because Curly Bill's collecting for himself.
That's not true.
Well, you big sucker. He's just waiting till them saddlebags are busting with money, then he'll turn around and rob you. I know Curly Bill.
So do I. And as far as I'm concerned, he's on the level. He's a swell guy. He's gone out of his way to perform a public service. The county officials ought to be grateful to him. I sure am. Your assessment, Mr. Benton, is $350.
Shoes on the other foot now, Mr. Deputy. I'm doing the collecting. Hand over them saddlebags. You going to hand them over peaceable? Or do I have to take them over your dead body?
Curly Bill's not gonna like this.
So what? I'm the big gun around here, and nobody tells me what to do. Now hand over them saddlebags. Curly Bill!
This hombre would have plugged me for sure if it hadn't been for you, kid. I said it before, but I'll say it again. You got guts.
Right now, they kind of feel like they're upside down.
All right, Big Joe. Let's get in the shack and patch the kid up. And get the money you owe the county in taxes.
And now what?
His job's done. He's getting ready to start back to town.
Still trusting?
Trusting as a lamb. The only thing worries him is getting back to Limbo with all that money and the game right on. In case he should meet up with outlaws.
Just in case.
So I told him you'd guide him back.
Me?
Explained to him you knew all the hidden trails, secret shortcuts.
So do you.
Sure. I'll be waiting for you both at the old mine with a mask on. So the kid will know who I am and lose faith in human nature.
This is the old mine. From here on, you got nothing to worry about.
Thanks, Evita. It's been real nice of you to go out of your way like this for me. And thank Curly again for me, too. You know, I kind of hated to say goodbye to him.
You may be meeting him again sometime.
I hope. And I want June to meet him, too. Say, maybe both of you could come in and pay us a visit sometime.
I don't think that'll be likely.
Well, after what he's done, after what you've both done for the county, why, I'm sure folks have changed their mind about... Curly!
I thought you was going to wear a mask.
Yeah, so did I. There's something you overlooked, Deputy. My taxes.
Well, that's right. You know, I clean forgot about you. Thanks.
Never mind. Just get going while I feel like giving instead of taking.
So long, partner.
All right, go ahead and say it. I must be loco.
No, Curly. You are muy magnifico.
Big Jaw Benton?
Bo McDaniel. Slippery Cutler.
William Bricker. $1,500?
Well, that's Curly Bill.
How the devil did you do it, Bud?
Well, that's something every deputy's got to figure out for himself, Sheriff.
I said you had everything it takes.
But I haven't. How can a man make love with only one arm?
You could try.
And from that day forward, Limbo County, like the rest of the human race, could count on those two sure things: death and taxes.
This is a story that tickles all husbands and infuriates most wives. It's about a desert couple who, after prospecting for many years, finally hit pay dirt in the Death Valley region and started working their mine. As we open, though, on the story of Riggs and Riggs, Henry Riggs isn't working. He's enjoying a little relaxation with some of his cronies in camp.
Come on, Bones, hit the road. I bet my load. Ha! 8! 3 ways to make it. Ha! 6. That's the big part of 8 is what we want. Good old 8. 8 are from Decatur. 6 and 2. 5 and 3. 4 and 4. Any way you want to make it is all right with me. Are you warm enough? All right, heart, let me have it.
Oh, fine. You men, get and be quick about it. The idea of turning my home into a gambling joint. If I catch you at it again, I'll use this shovel on your heads instead of your pants. So, I send you to town to buy a new pickaxe, and this is where you wind up while I slave in the mine all day.
Oh, if you'd sell our strike like I've been begging you to, you wouldn't have to slave in the mine all day. We could get 10 or 20,000 for it. I know.
And that's all you know. Here, take a look at these.
Smells like high grade.
If it ain't, my name ain't Elvira Riggs.
Where'd you get it?
From the mine. I set a charge at the end of the drift today and uncovered it.
You don't say. You know, that just proves my point. I knew we'd find richer stuff in that strike if we just didn't go off half-cocked and sell it too quick. Yes, sir, I had a feeling.
Oh, shut up. You ain't had a feeling since the day the oil bucket fell on you. Well, Mr. Johnson, what do you think?
You've got a nice property here.
We like it.
I'll make a report to my company in San Francisco with a recommendation to buy.
Fine, fine.
For how much?
$60,000.
60,000? Sold.
Not enough.
Elvira.
Not enough.
Yeah, not nearly enough.
What figure did you have in mind?
80,000.
80? That would include the whole group of claims.
No, just this main one.
Yeah, this main one, the hot tamale. I named it after a girl I met once. Years and years ago, before I was married.
Well, you give us an option on the property, and we'll let you have an answer.
When?
Within a week.
It's a deal.
It's a deal.
Yeah.
Henry, put the bottle back.
Thought I'd have a little drink to celebrate.
There ain't nothing to celebrate yet.
Mr. Johnson said...
He said he'd recommend that they buy. I'll believe it when the papers are signed.
Well, then I gotta keep my hopes up.
Put the bottle back. Henry?
Sometimes I think I'm married to the whole 10 Commandments.
Henry Riggs, that's sacrilege. What's the matter, Bob?
I got a telegram for you.
From the mining company in San Francisco?
Well, let me have it.
I was too excited to write it down.
Well, what did they say?
We'll pay 70,000 cash for a hot tamale. Sign Johnson.
Elvira, we're rich, we're rich, we're rich. Wow, we got more money than ever take a stick. Now we'll be able to sit down.
Then stop it.
You still have to go to San Francisco to close the deal.
Oh, well, I'll go tonight.
Oh, there ain't no stage tonight.
Well, I'll go to town and wait for it.
And I know right where you'll wait, in the saloon with the fellas. Well, you'll stay right here and leave in the morning, sober.
There you are, Henry. One round trip ticket to San Francisco and return. And here's your change, Elvira.
Thank you, Bob. Now, let's see. Allowing about a week for travel and a couple of days in the city, you shouldn't be gone more than 10 days.
You realize, Elvira, this is the first time we've been separated since we was married.
26 years come November.
I'll bring you a present from the city. A new dress, maybe.
I don't need any new dresses. You put that money in the bank the minute you get it.
And not bring it back here with me?
Certainly not. I'd feel much safer an amount like that having it in a city bank. Then we can figure out how we're going to invest it.
Oh, maybe they can give me some ideas up there.
And Henry, don't you go around talking to everybody about our pile.
Oh, Elvira, what do you think I am? A hick?
And Henry, no drinking. Not until that money is safely banked.
Not one solitary drop. Well, goodbye, Elvira.
Goodbye, Henry. Why, Henry, you haven't kissed me in years.
I haven't taken a trip in years.
Well, Elvira Biggs, what on earth are you doing? Working.
I should think you'd be taking it easy.
Why?
What was all that money you got? Or didn't the deal go through?
No, the deal went through all right. A certified check for $70,000. Henry telegraphed me why he had it in the bank within the hour.
Then what on earth are you slaving for?
Well, this claim wasn't included in the sale. We hung on to it.
Well, you don't have to work it right away, for the love of Pete. Not with 70,000 in the bank.
As hard as you've worked, you deserve a rest.
No. Too many folks argue like that. But I ain't gonna let good fortune change my way of living. I'm gonna keep right on plugging just as long as I'm able.
But what about Henry?
He feels the same. Why, he's even checking on new ways of mining while he's in San Francisco.
He is?
Says so in his telegram. They've got some real fancy diggings down this way. I'm staying over a couple of days to have a look at their equipment.
That's what I call fancy capering.
How about another drink, honey?
Don't mind if I do.
Tell me some more about your mine. How much to get for it?
$70,000.
$70,000?
Cash.
You ain't carrying all that around with you.
Oh, no, I'm too smart for that. But I got plenty to keep the wheels greased as long as they need greasing.
You know, I like you. You're my kind of sport. Do you like me? Well, do you?
Can't see no reason not to.
You're cute.
Avast there. So, you thought you'd board this derelict and lift his cargo, huh? Well, not while his old shipmate's around.
You a friend of his?
I'm a friend of any man who's about to be keel-hauled by a female pirate. Now, weigh anchor and shove off before I capsize you. Salvage commission. Here, shipmate, stow this back in your locker.
Thanks. I didn't know she was that kind of a girl.
When you go down in the bilge, matey, don't expect to find nothing but bilge rats. But don't worry, I'll see you don't get scuttled.
Have a drink.
Oh, thank you, matey. Smooth sailing. Not as good as Barbados rum, but it'll hold my bow in the wind for a spell.
You a sailor?
That's right. I've been around the world 24 times, in all kinds of ships and all kinds of weather. Why, I've wrung enough salt water out of my socks to float a square rigger loaded with pig iron.
Gosh.
What's your rating, matey?
Oh, I'm a prospector. I came up to San Francisco to sell a gold strike. Got $70,000 for it.
$70,000? And now you're on a pleasure cruise, huh?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I just came in to have a drink and watch the dancing girls. They're pretty fancy steppers.
You think them gals can dance? You should see the hula dancers in the South Sea Islands. There's real dancing for you. Hips that swivel like a compass. No rigging. Nothing but grass skirts around the stern. Wreaths of flowers across the bow. Ho, ho, ho.
Nothing else?
That's right. Here, take a squint for yourself. Wow. Looks good, huh? How would you like to see the real thing?
Oh, that would sure be something.
Well, then let's shove off and go pack our sea bags. There's a ship sailing for the South Sea Islands on the morning tide, and I'm going to pilot you there personal.
Oh, I couldn't go without Elvira. That's my wife.
Heave to, matey. Taking the missus would be like drinking water when you got a keg of rum under your arm.
Oh, she'd never let me go alone.
Well, I calculate that scuttles the expedition. But, we can drink to the hula gals anyway. Down the hatch.
Down the hatch.
He ain't on it. Well, he's bound to be on tomorrow's stage.
You've been saying that every day for the last month, Elvira. I think you ought to go to San Francisco and look for him.
Oh, I wouldn't know where to look. Well, Henry's just an ordinary sort of fella. Nobody'd notice or remember him outside of me.
Oh, maybe there's a letter. Open the mail up, Robert, and see if there's anything for Elvira.
Well, give me time.
Do it now, right here.
Say, who's the postmaster in this town?
Never mind that. You do as I say. Can't you see Elvira's worried sick about Henry?
Oh, all right.
I guess I shouldn't have let Henry go to the city alone. If anything's happened to him.
Now, don't you go thinking things like that. He's all right. But somebody ought to take the flat of a pick to him for not letting you know. Idea, not a word from him since that telegram over 6 weeks ago.
Well, here we are.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well, give it to her.
Oh.
Am making survey trip with field expert. Hope this finds you well. Regards, Henry. Well, what do you know? He's gone on a business trip.
Well, look where he is.
How are you?
Oh, you sure are right, Windy. Home was never like this.
I didn't steer you wrong, did I, shipmate? But you ain't seen nothing yet. Here, Cast your running lamps on this.
Where do you find that?
Hong Kong, China, our next port of call.
Oh, I can't go there. I got to think about getting back to Elvira.
You're right, shipmate. I was off my course. Well, we can drink to the sing-song girlies anyway. Down the hatch.
Oh, yeah. Down the hatch.
Find it necessary to extend field of operations. How's the weather back there? Henry.
Boy, there was never anything like this around the diggings. Oh, but I got to think about getting home. Work my hellum and shiver my timbers.
Down the hatch.
Yeah, down the hatch.
Oh, hello, Elvira.
Mail come yet?
Bob's just sorting it. Bob, let Elvira know if there's anything from Henry. You're tired.
Well, I ain't as young as I used to be.
And you're doing the work of two.
Well, it won't be long.
How do you know? How do you know Henry's ever coming back?
Why, he's bound to, when he's finished his business.
Business? Henry Riggs is no more on a business trip than I am.
Henry's doing survey work.
Hello, Mrs. Riggs.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Johnson.
Had to come up this way to check our holdings. I just thought I'd stop by to pay my respects. How's Henry?
Well, you ought to know better than I do. Don't you get regular reports from him on his field trip?
Field trip?
Ain't it your company he's representing around the world?
Why, no. The last time I saw him was the day at the office when we handed him the check for $70,000. You mean he hasn't been back here since?
Nope.
And you've heard nothing from him?
Oh, yes. I've had postal cards from him. The last one was from Casablanca.
Awfully sorry, Mrs. Riggs.
You're not half as sorry as he's gonna be if I ever get my hands on him. You just wait, Henry Riggs. You just wait.
Say, this stuff looks promising, Mrs. Riggs. You mind if I take a few samples along to be assayed?
You went on a business trip, did you? Monkey business trip. Afternoon, Bob.
Oh, howdy, Elvira. Come see about the mail?
No, come to see about some groceries. I had up my last pot of beans this morning.
Well, a body can't work without eating.
It's just one thing. I ain't only plumb out of grub, but I'm plumb out of cash, too.
Well, that's too bad.
But if you'll grub stake me, I'll give you a half interest in the new claim I'm working.
Well, I ain't interested, Elvira. You don't...
When Mr. Johnson was here last month, he said he showed promise. In fact, he took some samples to be assayed. Now, I figure you're bound to get your money back. You might make a few hundred besides.
Well, I ain't interested, Elvira, because it ain't necessary. Now, your credit's good to you just as long as you want.
Oh, that's nice of you, Bob. It sure is. But, well, I just prefer.
Well, never mind. Now, it's all settled. Now, here, you just take that and write down the things that you need, and when I get this mail all put away in the box up here, I'll see if I can't find... Oh, here's a letter for you.
From Henry?
No, the mining company.
Dear Mrs. Riggs, your claim is not worth as much as I thought it might be, but if the enclosed check is acceptable, please sign the attached contract and return. Regards, Andrew Johnson.
Elvira, it's for $50,000.
$50,000? Well, it's acceptable. Give me a pen.
Another strike, well, glory be.
Mail that back for me, will you?
Sure. Ah, you're a lucky woman, Elvira.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Elvira. I was wondering where you was.
You wondered where I was.
Yeah. I've been waiting here for you for almost an hour.
And I've been waiting for you more than 9 months.
Well, you got my postcards, didn't you?
Yeah, I got 'em. And I was fool enough to believe 'em at first.
Well, everything looks just the same.
Well, you look better. Travel agreed with you.
Oh, I feel fine. Except my feet. I walked in from the railroad.
Why? Ashamed to meet folks?
No. Broke.
You mean you spent that entire $70,000?
Well, I didn't intend to, Elvira. At first, I was just going to go on a little side trip. But then one thing seemed to lead to another.
And now you return like the prodigal son. Well, it's good you got it out of your system. Get out of that chair.
Huh?
Get up! As of this minute, you're taking over the support of the family, and I'm retiring to have the fun.
What are we retiring on, Elvira?
I didn't say we, I said me. And I've got plenty.
$50,000? Jumbo Jehoshaphat's. Where'd you get it?
Sold another claim, one I worked all by myself. Maybe you can do the same thing if you'll just get out and hustle.
It's nice to be home, Elvira.
Nice to have you home, Henry.
I'm sorry I done what I done, Elvira.
I guess I've been as much to blame as you, Henry. If I hadn't clamped down on you so hard. If I'd just let you kick up your heels once in a while. Maybe you wouldn't have acted like a colt that broke its picket rope. But from now on, what one of us does, the other one does. 50-50 all the way. Riggs and Riggs. Understand?
You're darn tootin', Elvira. Riggs and Riggs.
And that's the story of Riggs and Riggs, whom God has joined together, let no women put asunder.
Maybe you folks think that social life in the desert mining camp was on the simple side. But wait till you hear the story I'm going to tell you tonight about Death Valley's $1 million wedding. The day shift is just knocking off at the anniversary mine.
The Lonely Hearts column, that's what Tiny was reading.
I was not. It was lining my dinner pail.
And who packed your dinner pail, Tiny?
Well, Aggie, I reckon.
You reckon? You know darn well it was Aggie.
Oh, shut up. What's it to you anyway?
Come on.
George is jealous, Tiny, but don't let that stop you. If you want
I got no intentions of marrying anybody, let alone that hash.
Say, Aggie'd make a fine wife. Good hard worker, got real character.
Well, if she's such an all-fired bargain, why don't you marry her?
I already got a girl. Besides, Aggie's all right if you just get the right slant on her. See what I mean? Real neat caboose.
Real neat.
Nice underpinnings, too.
And a good framework.
Just picture her without that dress. I mean, dolled up in some real fancy duds.
Yeah, it would change her. No, but it wouldn't change that face. I wouldn't marry her for any amount of money.
I'm awfully sorry.
Not for any amount of money, says he, and then whoosh, the water hits him just like in a vaudeville act.
Boy, if he couldn't stand her before, she'll sure be poison to him now.
He was just talking. He'd marry her for a price.
A price?
Sure, if there was enough in it, any girl would look good to a guy.
Not Aggie.
Let's make him an offer and see.
Oh, no. I'm not putting up my hard-earned dough just to find out.
I don't mean money. Securities.
What securities?
Shares in the Desert Queen mine, remember?
Do I? I blew 2 months' wages on that there stock, and it ain't worth enough now to buy me a drink.
You were in good company. Every man in camp did the same thing. It'll be a cinch to raise $50,000 worth. Then we'll offer it to Tiny as bait for marrying Aggie.
Ah, Tiny would know it wasn't worth nothing.
Not a chance. He wasn't around here in them days. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. Boy, this is gonna be good. I can see Tiny's face now as you make him the proposition.
You're offering me $50,000?
The day you get hitched to Aggie.
Who you kidding? How would a hard rock miner like you get that kind of money?
From my uncle who just died and left it to me. Here's a letter from his lawyer. See that? $50,000 in the Desert Queen mine.
Jeepers creepers. But why are you giving it to me?
'Cause you're the only one that can help me, pal. See, my girl in San Berdue, who's got more than 5 times what my uncle left me, well, she thinks that there's something between Aggie and me. But if you was to marry Aggie, well, that'd prove that there's nothing to that something.
If you don't help him out, he's a dead duck.
Well, why don't you help him out?
Well, even Aggie wouldn't marry Russ. He's too stupid.
Yeah.
Besides, I'd like to see you happy.
I am happy.
Man was not meant to live alone. Remember the animals on the ark? 2 by 2, male and female.
Well, I got nothing against getting married. Or the $50,000, but Aggie, gosh.
You've got to expect to make some sacrifices for $50,000.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'll think about it.
Hey, look. 4 bits.
It's funny, I didn't see it.
You know what it means? It's a sign someone's coming into some money.
It is?
Yeah, and I can tell you who.
Who?
Tiny Stoker.
Tiny?
Didn't you know? Told me today. Quite a fortune, I understand. Seen some relative died or something.
Well, a lucky cuss. Here, Aggie. To your good luck.
Thank you.
Sit down, Aggie. Best time of day, this. The last of the dishes done and nothing to do till tomorrow.
How do you know Aggie's got nothing to do?
Oh.
No. I haven't.
A girl who works as hard as Aggie does all day doesn't want to go stepping out evenings. She needs a beauty sleep. What I mean is,
I could sleep from now till doomsday and I wouldn't be pretty.
handsome is as handsome does. That's what my mother taught me. Didn't she, Duff?
Your mother had some mighty queer notions.
I've never known a girl with a nicer disposition than you, Aggie. One who's neater or more dependable.
That don't seem to be enough to get a husband.
Oh, shucks, you got a lot of time. I waited until I was 30 for Dolph here. Didn't I, Dolph?
35.
You see? Mr. Wright will come along one of these days, and don't you give up hope.
I gave that up long ago. Guess I'll go to bed.
Evening, folks.
Howdy, Tiny.
Evening.
I was going down to the junction to pick up the mail, and I was wondering if you'd like to ride along, Miss Aggie.
Me?
But maybe you got something better to do.
She certainly hasn't. You go along with him, Aggie.
Yes, I'd like to very much.
Well, I declare. Do you suppose he's Mr. Wright?
Right or wrong, she'd better make the most of it.
What are we stopping here for?
Oh, there's some rocks on the track. Sam will get them off.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it?
Yeah, yes it is. Aggie,
Yes.
I wonder if Sam needs any help with those rocks.
You know, this is the second nice thing that's happened to me today. First, one of the boys picked up 4 bits where I was sweeping and gave it to me, and then you asked me to go riding. Wonder what the third thing will be.
The third thing?
Well, things always happen in threes, you know.
Well, I always thought they happened in twos, like animals in the ark, male and female.
Mr. Stoker. But you were saying about the birds and the beasts?
Well, man's the same. He pairs off.
Yes.
Well, I was thinking I would myself, maybe, if I could find the right running mate.
You were?
Would you?
Would I what?
Be my running mate.
You mean marry you? Tiny, yes.
still.
I'm trying to. The church is sure filling up.
This is a big event, and Tiny's sure a real fancy-looking groom.
What time's it getting to be?
The bride will be here any minute.
Give me another snort.
You gotta stand up in front of all them folks, don't forget.
Yeah, but I need a drink.
And stay sober enough to repeat your vows.
I said give me another drink.
The bride's coming. Hurry up, get in that back door and take your place.
No. I'm not going through with it.
What?
No, I can't do it.
For $50,000.
No, I'm thinking of Aggie. I couldn't play such a dirty trick on her.
What do you mean, dirty trick? You're doing her a favor.
Yeah, you're making her happy.
Think of how she'd feel if you backed out now. Why, folks would laugh her clean out of the territory.
Yeah, I guess it would be worse. All right, I'll go through with it.
This is as far as we go. From now on, you're on your own.
Best hasher the Waldorf ever had. And now you've stolen her from us. Oh, you big bad man, you.
I ain't over the surprise yet. But congratulations. Now you can have Mrs. carved on your tombstone, Aggie.
Isn't it wonderful?
Would you excuse me? A couple of the boys want to see me.
I can guess why.
Don't be gone long, dear.
No, I won't.
I never did get a good look at your ring, Aggie. Oh, my, that's pretty.
It'll look prettier once my hands ain't so red and rough from washing.
Well, you'll still be doing your own washing.
Maybe not. Maybe I'll have a hired girl.
On a miner's wages?
Tiny's coming into some money very soon. Quite a fortune.
You don't say.
I didn't know.
It's kind of a secret. I just heard about it myself by accident.
Not only a husband, but a rich one. Oh, Aggie.
Seems almost too good to be true, don't it? When he could have had any girl he wanted. He picked me.
Gosh almighty, a whole sack full of money. What in blazes?
Stock certificates.
The Desert Queen mine.
$50,000 face value.
Well, can I sell this stock and get the cash?
All you need to do is find a buyer.
But if I was you, Tiny, I'd hang on to it.
Why?
Well, stocks don't stay the same price all the time.
You mean if I hold on to this stock that maybe it'll be worth more someday?
Who knows?
Gosh, thanks, fellas. Thanks for everything.
A homely wife and a sack full of bum stock. What a honeymoon he's gonna have.
And 1,500. And 250, 1,750.
That makes $50,000.
You know, this is the first time I've counted higher than 100 in my life.
I just wish there was some way we could thank him for it.
Thank who?
The relatives who died and left it to you.
Who told you that?
George and Russ. Well, at least that's what I thought they said. What's the matter?
Well, Aggie, nobody really died. You see, well, I was supposed to come into this money when I got married.
I'm glad. I'd hate to think of anybody else sorrowing when I'm so happy.
Are you, Aggie?
Happier than I ever thought I could be. This money has nothing to do with it, Tiny. I'd feel just the same if you didn't have a cent.
Thanks.
Mr. Loomis.
Oh, morning, Mrs. Stoker.
I wanted to ask you how I go about cashing in these securities.
Desert Queen mine. Where'd you get them?
They're part of an inheritance. Tiny got $50,000 worth when he married. We're saving most of it, but I wanted to get a little money to pay for some furniture and things I ordered for the house.
Well, you never get any money for these, Mrs. Stoker. They're worthless.
Worthless?
There hasn't been any trading in Desert Queen for 2 years. Not since the mine closed down. I'm sorry, Mrs. Stoker. I'm afraid somebody's played a joke on you. Pretty cruel joke. This is some of the stock the boys were collecting around the camp. They said they were going to paper Miners' Hall with it. I even threw in a few thousand shares myself.
Was it George Titus and Russ Jenkins?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Aggie. Trying to get off of the trestle and took the shortcut home.
I wasn't waiting for Tiny. I was waiting for you two. Why'd you give him that worthless Desert Queen stock? Why?
We was just playing a joke.
A joke? I suppose you think it's a joke to hit a man on the head with a sledgehammer, run over him with a carload of ore.
Oh, no, it ain't that bad.
No, besides, anybody with any brains would have known that stock was no good.
So you think a man has no brains because he's honest and sincere and trusts his friends? Well, let me tell you something. I'd rather have one man like Tiny than 100, 1,000 smart alecks like you two. Now you're going to him and explain what you did, do you hear me? And I'll give you just 15 minutes to do it. Now get!
My gosh, she's in love with the guy.
Hey, Tiny, you home? Tiny!
What's up, fellas? Well, we just come by, Tiny, to tell you that the Desert Queen seems to have took a slump.
Yeah? How far down?
Well, I'm afraid she's hit rock bottom.
Well, what does that mean?
The stock ain't worth a good gall darn.
Well, when did you find this out?
Oh, about 2 years ago.
2 years?
Yeah.
And you unloaded it on me?
Oh, we were just having some fun.
Then you haven't got any girl in San Bernardino?
No, I just made that up to sound convincing.
So you guys think it's fun? You think I gotta marry a girl under false pretenses? Well, you guys are getting off easy. But let me warn you. If you as much as breathe a word to Aggie about me being bribed to marry her, I'll tamp you in a hole with a dynamite charge.
My gosh, he's in love with her.
When you come home tonight, some of my new house fixings ought to be here.
Every time I look at this sack of junk, I feel like smacking George and Russ all over again.
Then why don't you throw it away or set a match to it?
No, I'm going to keep it. Just to remind me what a sucker I was.
You shouldn't look at it that way, Tiny. After all, the stock didn't cost you anything.
You've been a mighty good sport about it, Aggie. Going back to work and all.
I don't mind. I always have worked. And you know something, Tiny? Money don't really matter when you love somebody.
Aggie, I had no intention of telling you this, but I gotta be honest with you. That stock George gave me, well, it was more than a wedding present. It was a bribe to marry you.
Go on, Tiny.
Well, there ain't much more to say except that I feel lower than a mine shaft about it, and, well, I'm sorry.
For me or for yourself?
Well, for you.
Thanks, Tiny, for telling me.
You ain't sore?
Why should I be sore because you thought enough of me to be honest? No, Tiny, I'm proud. I'm proud that I'm your wife.
Aggie, I used to think you were homely. But right now, you're the prettiest girl in the whole world. Well, I gotta go. Day shift's ready. But I'll be back at 1 minute after 5. Here, take this blasted mining stock and burn it.
Tiny! Hey, Tiny!
What's the matter, Mr. Loomis? Something happened to mine?
Yeah, I mean, no, not at all. It's a Desert Queen.
What about the Desert Queen?
Well, I uncovered a new vein, just by accident. The one that petered out a couple of years ago, that was just a spur, and this is a main lode.
You mean a strike?
There's a vein as wide as a city street, and it goes straight through to China. As rich as all get out. Desert Queen stock is going up like a skyrocket. It was quoted today at $5 a share. Well, you know what that means to you folks. Now, Tiny, you hold on to that stock, because it'll probably go up to 10 or maybe even 20.
We can't. We burn it.
You what?
I told Aggie just the other day to set a match to it.
Oh, Tiny.
But I didn't, Tiny.
Aggie.
I couldn't bear to see it all go up in smoke. Our only wedding present.
Oh, sweetheart! Boy, now you put that in the bank before something really does happen to it.
All except a few thousand shares. Those I'm gonna cash.
What for?
To throw the biggest wing-ding honeymoon a bride and groom ever had.
And that's just what they did. England, France, Egypt, India, the Orient, then back to San Francisco and home.
Plenty of sandwiches here. Aren't they wonderful? Sandwiches. I knew you'd all like them. I also thought you'd all like the ham sandwich. Leave the food alone now, all of you.
Gangway! Gangway!
Oh, Dove, you shouldn't have brought that out so soon. It'll get hot before they get here.
Well, they'll be here pretty soon.
Oh, if Sam met them at the junction all right, and if the ore trade didn't break down.
That's them.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can hardly wait. Oh, Aggie, my dear.
Hello, Mrs. Dahl.
Oh, Aggie, you're beautiful.
She always was. Just took a little money to bring it out.
Well, come on. Let's get the homecoming party started. Let's go. Tiny, she's a humdinger.
How does she look, boys?
Like $1 million.
Which all goes to prove that everything in life is something of a gamble, from marriage to the stock market.
The hardy people who shaped the West brought with them only the barest essentials. A wagon, a plow, a few tools, pots and pans. Even their religion was stripped clean of all that seemed pretentious and unnecessary. Under that sky, across those plains and deserts and mountains, they relied on a direct, uncluttered kind of faith. Religion was a day-to-day affair, and God was an immediate being, a ready ally when the Indians attacked, a not-too-distant neighbor you could talk over your troubles with, a father responsible for all that was bright and tragic, from the Mississippi River to the California coast. And nowhere on the countless pages of Western history was there anyone to whom God was more real and familiar than the woman we shall meet tonight in the startling story of Canary Harris versus the Almighty.
I never seen lovelier beans than you got this year, Canary. They're just sweet as sugar.
It's all that nice rain we had last month.
You ought to put some up and enter them at the county fair over to New Hope. Delbert and I are driving over there tomorrow. Now, why don't you go with us?
Oh, thanks, Lucy. I promised Sister Fanny I'd help her with the Dart and Heart quilt.
Oh, land sakes, Canary, you're always so busy doing for your neighbors. You ought to take time to enjoy yourself. Ever since George has been gone, you don't go nowheres.
Well, it's my Christian duty to help where I'm needed. And besides, Lucy, that fair at New Hope ain't my idea of real pleasure, you know. Gawking at other folks' pickles and crocheted pillow slips. Nah.
Well, there's horse racing in the afternoon and the theatricals at night.
Can't abide horse racing, and I had my fill of theatricals when George was alive.
Well, it don't do you no good to sit here and brood about George being gone.
I don't brood. The Almighty saw fit to take him away, and there's no use arguing when the Lord makes up his mind.
And there's no use arguing with you, neither. I never seen a stubborner woman. Well, thanks for the beans, Canary.
Anytime, Lucy.
Maybe you'll change your mind about the fair.
I won't change my mind.
I just think you ought to get out a little, Canary. You're never going to get no excitement sitting there on your front porch. Land sakes!
Lord almighty, Lucy, it's raining rocks!
I never will understand small-town customs. Fire, flood, a funeral, any disaster is an excuse to bring out the best food in the house.
I notice you're always the first one there, Jason Spoonover, sporting your city airs.
Well, a good lawyer has to know what's going on. When are you going to have me over for dinner?
Right after church on Sunday.
Now, Canary, you know that I don't clutter my life with church going and Bible pounding.
And I don't clutter mine with heathen unbelievers.
Oh, I tell you, Reverend, it was like a great avalanche right from the sky. And the porch fell in, and Canary pretty near with it.
Now, calm down. The porch must have been weak. A sudden gust of wind could have collapsed it.
Weak? My front porch? George put that together with his own two hands, and he never built nothing that wouldn't outlast him. And now look at it. Not a stick big enough to train a pea vine on. What am I going to do for a porch?
Canary, here's your culprit. Yeah. Lucy was right. Was an avalanche. Meteorites.
What?
Well, I'll be. I saw some of these in a museum in Baltimore. It's a meteorite. A shooting star, Canary.
Here, let me see that.
A whole shower of them. You're lucky you weren't killed.
Oh, the Almighty was looking out for you this morning, Sister Canary.
Reverend Farr, I do believe that you'd find an excuse to drag in the Almighty at an all-night party down at the Circus Saloon.
Do you mean this fell off on a star?
Something like that.
Smack onto my front porch?
Smack through your front porch, I'd say.
Why? Why did it fall on me?
An act of God, Canary. with apologies to Mr. Spoonover. An act of God and a mighty rare one. This wouldn't happen again in 1,000 years.
An act of God.
Sure you won't have some of this lemon squash, Canary?
No, thank you, Jason. As I was saying, I've been thinking all night what to do about my porch. Now, do you remember the time them railroad surveyors came across Cyrus Brody's field and tromped his lucerne?
Mm-hmm.
And what did Cyrus do about that?
He sued the Union Pacific.
Exactly.
I don't understand what that has to do with your porch.
Well, simple, Jason. I'm going to sue the party responsible for the damages.
Now, that's impossible. No one's responsible for meteorites, unless it's the Almighty himself.
That's who I'm going to sue.
What?
Well, I've searched the bottom of my soul, and I don't see any reason for...
There doesn't have to be a reason. It just happened.
Oh, Reverend Farr said it at George's funeral. There is a reason for everything. Even for George dropping over dead suddenly.
Reverend Farr, that pious old windbag.
Don't you speak disrespectful of the finest man in the whole territory. Except maybe Bishop Tuttle over at Fever Springs. Anyway, let me finish. I have searched and searched my soul, and this is one act of God I can't reason out. I think maybe, for the first time in history, he made a mistake.
You wouldn't sue God if an earthquake flattened your house or a tornado blew it into the next county, now would you?
Oh, well, a tornado wouldn't take just my house. And an earthquake would flatten the whole town. You see, what happened to me singled me out.
Oh, Canary, you're taking this too personally.
Well, no matter. What I came in to ask you was, will you take my case?
There's absolutely no precedent for this kind of thing. How do you go about suing somebody that doesn't exist?
Oh, I expected you'd say something like that. Tell me, Jason, does the Tower of London exist?
Of course it does.
Uh-huh. How do you know? Have you seen it?
No. But if I were to go to London, it'd be there.
And if you'd go to church once in a while, the Almighty'd be there. And you'd quit your eternal blaspheming.
All right, if you're so certain about this, why do you come to me at all? Why don't you go directly to God and ask him to raise up your porch overnight?
I thought of that. And he could do it, too. But I figure God likes things done right, through proper channels, so to speak. If he didn't, George and I would have set up housekeeping 30 years ago by ourselves, without waiting for the circuit rider to come around and marry us legal. No, God likes things organized, so I got to do it this way. And I need your help.
All right, supposing I agreed. How does one go about suing the Almighty?
Well, seeing as our lawyer and as your business, I think you'd know without me having to tell you. Who is his representative here in the town of Amity?
His representative?
And sakes, I don't know how you run your business without me. The Reverend Medford Farr is, that's who.
Of course. We can serve the papers on the Reverend Mr. Farr. Ooh, and wouldn't that raise some whoop-de-doodle in this God-fearing town?
Some folks won't approve, but I'm prepared for that. Besides, I'm in the right. They'll feel different when I get my porch back.
Oh, no. I wouldn't count on that too much.
Oh, you underestimate God's justice.
Now, Canary, I don't claim to know God as well as you do, but I am smart enough to know whether a case can win or not.
Would you like to make a little wager?
Oh, what kind of wager?
I'll bet you a year of my Sunday dinners against a year of you going to church regular.
You mean that if you lose this case, I get to eat dinner at your house every Sunday?
For a whole year. And if I win, you go to church 52 Sundays running.
Oh, you know, Canary, only a funeral can get me into church nowadays. But I feel that I can safely agree to this.
And you'll do the necessary lawyering to get me my porch back?
It will be a pleasure to try.
Canary Harris, have you gone clean out of your mind?
I don't think so. Why?
Well, it's all over town that you have gone and hired Jason Spoonover to sue the Lord.
Well, it's pretty early for the gossips to be out, ain't it?
Well, we knew something was afoot when Jason went over to the Reverend Farr's this morning. Now, Carrie Bangs said that the Reverend followed Jason clear to the gate. He was pale as a birch, his collar not even on yet, and he was arguing all the time. And then Carrie took a jar of jam into Sister Farr, and she got the whole story.
Didn't take her long to spread it around, did it?
Was something like this, Canary?
Lucy, I know what I'm doing. I studied on it good. And before I decided to sue, I knew I had to be sure this wasn't a punishment for some transgression of mine. Can you see why God would have this happen to me?
Well, I was thinking about that last night. Now, them meteorites, it was probably meant for Brother Tapscott down the road. Everybody knows that he keeps whiskey in his hairdressing bottle.
You see, I'm not being unreasonable. I'm not asking for $1,000 or a house with a tin roof. I just want my porch the way it was before.
I don't know. It just still seems awful wrong.
Lucy, I'm created in my Father's image, ain't I? What kind of a daughter would I be if I didn't hold my head up proud and fight for what I know was right?
Oh, Canary, I don't know how to argue with you. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh,
morning, Reverend Farr.
Morning.
Well, I reckon I'd best get home and do the wash. Yes, I'd best do the wash. Morning.
Bye, Lucy.
Canary, what is all this about?
Well, Reverend, what it boils down to is, me and God got a bone to pick about my porch.
Why, it's a disgrace. Referring to the Lord is the party of the second part. Oh, Canary, you cannot do that.
Well, that's just legal language, you see. I got Jason to write it all up legal.
But, Canary...
My bread's in the oven. I got an extra loaf for you to take home. Come on in.
But, Canary... Canary, you have got to accept an act of God without question.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Reverend. I didn't question a stroke that took George off, and I'll have no objections when my time comes. God gives us our bodies, and what we do with them is up to him. But that porch, you know, that was built by George's own two hands, and it won't grow again by itself like a lightning burned out forest. So I figure I got a right to register a complaint.
Oh, Canary, this is a very wicked thing you're doing.
Wicked? Wouldn't it be a lot worse if I sat back and cursed God like some folks do when misfortune comes?
Now.
No, I'd rather face God in the open and give him a chance to make amends.
What do you expect me to do?
Well, now, Reverend, you're God's agent here in Amity. That's why I had Jason give you them papers. Now, I can't tell you what steps to take. I just know somehow you'll get through to the Lord. He'll listen to you. Oh, Jason, Reverend Farr, come in. Sit down, won't you?
Canary, I called a meeting of the elders tonight to consider your suit. And after a prayerful discussion of the matter, we feel inspired to find against you.
Against me?
However, as you're a widow woman and without a porch, as a result of a somewhat peculiar accident, we'd like you to know that as soon as the hay is up, we'll get together, the men of the town, and we'll have a porch raising.
Against me?
Now, Canary, I think that Reverend Farr and the brethren came up with a pretty fair solution, as far as you can expect. You will be getting a new porch.
After the hay is up, It'll be September then. Rockin' season is over. Porches are for summer, for snapping beans and setting with your neighbors.
We haven't the time for porch building now. You know that, Canary.
Nothing more useless than a porch in winter. Now's when I need my porch, not after the hay is up.
There's nothing you can do about it, Canary. The matter's been decided. You've lost your case.
Well, Reverend Farr, I thank you kindly for coming by this evening, and I know you've done all you can.
I'm sorry, Canary. I tried to talk you out of this. It was folly.
I understand it. I know I'm right.
Mm-hmm. Not according to Reverend Farr. You said so yourself. He's the Lord's own representative right here in Amity. We sure did stir them up pretty good, didn't we?
No wonder you think we lost. All you care about is raising a hullabaloo here in this town. It sticks in your craw that Reverend Farr is still the most respected man in town. You just stirred things about to make a fool of him. No wonder you want to quit.
Now, my motives have nothing whatsoever to do with it. You lost because you didn't have a case in the first place. As a matter of fact, you didn't even have a defendant. Now, decision's been made. You've got to accept it.
Well, you and I have a wager on, and I ain't about to cry uncle. Maybe if I was younger when it happened, I would have. But my summers are getting fewer. Shorter, every one. I ain't about to waste one sitting in the kitchen. Jason, if we was in Denver now, in a regular court, would there be anything else we could do?
Well, the law provides that you can appeal if you're not satisfied with the verdict of the jury.
Appeal?
Yeah. Take the case to a higher authority.
Jason, how come I gotta do all your thinking for you?
Canary, what are you up to now?
I want you to write a letter. Use all them lawyer words, you know. Tell them everything that happened here. And send it to Fever Springs, Bishop Oliver R. Tuttle.
Tomatoes are ripe early this year.
It's been like this all week. Kids show up yelling, scaring the chickens, throwing tomatoes. People I knowed all my life are treating me like I was one of them gussied up women down at the circus saloon.
Well, the talk in town is awful strong against you, Canary. Now, there's some people that would be willing to forgive you bringing up this whole thing in the first place, but when you insist on bringing the Bishop Tuttle into it, you're just asking for ripe tomatoes.
I know my rights. An appeal to Bishop Tuttle is perfectly honest, and it's legal.
Good morning, Reverend.
Canary, this has gone far enough. You have got to stop this whole business.
I've been telling her, Reverend Farr.
I think you better call it all off, Canary. There's a crowd down at the general store, and they're pretty upset.
Well, that ought to please you, Jason. You were hoping to start a commotion in this God-fearing town, weren't you?
We've made our point. Now, there's no use in carrying it any further.
You may have made your point, but I haven't made mine. I didn't start out to make trouble or to set people against me. I merely intended to remind the good Lord of his duty, to restore my porch.
Canary, you are so busy trying to see God's duty in this that you're neglecting your own duty, which is to accept this catastrophe and to accept the judgment of the elders of Amity.
Let me write the bishop another letter and tell him that you've changed your mind, that you're withdrawing the suit.
That wouldn't be honest.
Canary. Huh? I tried, Reverend. Uh-oh. Here comes some of the flock.
Isaac, what's the meaning of this?
we've been talking this over, Reverend, and we want Canary Harris to stop making fools out of the whole town.
Now, just a moment, folks. You've all known Canary Harris for years. You know what kind of woman she is. A good Christian leader in our community. Now, what happened here came as a great shock to her and blinded her, temporarily, to her duty.
She only done what she thought was right.
Canary, can't we call on you to repent here and now?
You better admit you're defeated, Canary. This whole thing's gone too far.
I have too much faith in my father's justice for that. You can paint my whole house with tomatoes, and you can hide your children from me and turn your heads when I pass by. But until I hear from Bishop Tuttle himself, this suit ain't settled.
Hey, but it is Bishop Tuttle. Bishop, it's a great honor to have you visit Amity.
My dear Reverend, thank you.
Bishop, I believe I speak for the whole town when I tell you how deeply embarrassed we are.
Oh, my. Is this all that's left of Sister Canary's porch?
Yes, Bishop, sir, it is.
Sister Canary, I received your most unusual appeal and came to settle on behalf of the Lord.
I tried to warn her, Bishop.
After lengthy, prayerful consideration of this whole rather peculiar matter, I find that your appeal is a just one. And therefore reverse the decision made by Reverend Farr and the elders of Amity. In other words, Sister Canary, by the grace and goodness of the Almighty, whose authority I hold as the minister of the gospel, you shall have your very own porch this afternoon. The wagon with the lumber should be right along.
Oh, thank you, Bishop. I knew he wouldn't let us down.
Well, in my younger days, I was quite a carpenter. Did you all come along to help? Good. Now run home, all of you, and get your tools. We shall need plenty of help if we're to have this finished by sundown. Reverend Farr, how about a hand with the lumber? And you, brother...
Brother Spoonover, Brother Jason Spoonover.
It's nice of you to come along and help in the Lord's work.
Well, Brother Jason, I'll see you in church on Sunday.
I guess I'm enlisted in the Lord's work whether I want it or not.
I'll go in and give thanks now and put a few pies in the oven for all the crowd. Oh, Jason.
Yes?
Could you get someone to make a sign for me? I want to put it on the porch. And it should read, the only porch in the whole territory built expressly by order of the Almighty. Huh?
Oh.
And so the case of Canary Harris versus the Almighty was settled. By that evening, the plaintiff was passing out homemade ice cream and strawberry pie from her new front porch. There were those who continued to say that Canary was dead wrong, that Bishop Tuttle was just showing compassion for a widow left porchless by a freak accident. But Canary herself always stepped lightly on that porch, believing it to be tangible proof of God's existence and his sense of justice. Next week, another true story of the great American West. Our story didn't begin when I stopped by the newsstand, but as I picked these up, I couldn't help but remember that history begins in newspapers like these. Today's news is tomorrow's past, and there's history behind the great American newspapers, too. For instance,
There's the story of a man who wanted to put out the first newspaper in Denver, Colorado, way back in 1859. Actually, it's the fascinating true story of a woman history has forgotten. A woman who helped her husband win the race at Cherry Creek.
What's going to be for you, young fella?
I'm looking for Uncle Dick Wooten.
You just found him.
Well, they tell me you're the man I ought to talk to about renting some office space.
Office space? About all you prospectors need is a room for sleeping or a tent for bunking in.
I'm not looking for gold. At least I'm not planning to dig it out of Cherry Creek.
You mean you didn't come to Denver City to join the idiots who think they're going to wash a fortune out of a sluice box?
Nope.
In that case, the drinks are on the house. I saved this for my special customers. And if you ain't digging for gold, brother, that makes you a special man in this kind of a town. Here you are, Taos Lightning. I bring it in from New Mexico. Guaranteed to curl your hair, cross your eyes, and drown your miseries.
If you don't mind, I'll just take a small brandy.
Brandy? Brandy? It's for old ladies. And city dudes. What's your name?
Byers. William Byers.
Glad to know you, Mr. Byers. Now tell me, now just why would you need some office space?
Well, I plan on starting a newspaper. First in Colorado.
That's the second time this week somebody said that.
Second time?
Yeah. 3 or 4 days ago, a fella named Merrick came into town looking for a building to rent. Now, he said he was going to be the first one to put out a paper in Colorado.
No.
Yep. Of course, he hasn't got his printing press in order yet. Tell you what, Mr. Byers, I got a couple rooms upstairs. Now, they're not exactly what you'd call an office, but it's the best you're going to get in Denver City.
Well, I can't go too high on that rent.
Oh, kind of short of the wherewithal, huh?
Well, I got my press and type back in Omaha, and a deal that left me kind of short of ready cash.
You look reliable to me. Here you are. Interest is on the outside.
You won't lose by this, Mr. Wooten.
Oh, I'll try not to. Now, finish your brandy, unless you change your mind.
Andy, where you been all day? You should have gotten here this morning.
Elizabeth, what on earth?
Earth is right. It's just mixed with a little water.
Yeah, you remember yesterday when we camped on the other side of that creek?
Yeah.
Rain last night. Flooded this morning. It didn't look too deep till we started to cross. Miss Byers here hadn't been along with us, we'd have probably still been there.
Well, as long as you made it, all right. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We better get that wagon unloaded.
William, you can't ask Andy to do any more work today. Can't we wait and unload in the morning?
No, we can't.
What's the all-fired rush all of a sudden?
A man by the name of Merrick got here ahead of us. Brought a press from Kansas. Calls his paper the Cherry Creek Pioneer. Claims he'll have his first edition out within the next 3 days.
Does that mean we won't be settling in Denver City?
Well, there's certainly no room here for 2 newspapers. Well, we better get that press moved in.
Yeah. Where are we gonna put it?
Upstairs here.
You mean we gotta lift that thing up there 2 floors?
And everything else in the wagon.
William, that's not where we're going to live.
We're lucky to get it. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I still think you shouldn't have come out here with me.
I should have, and I'm glad I did.
Me? Wish I'd stayed in Omaha.
You better grab yourself some sleep. You can clean her up in the morning.
Yeah. Well, Still say I wish I'd stayed in Omaha.
Say, you got this place real cozy like.
William, we're not going to have to move on again, are we?
Not if I can help it.
So terribly important for both of us. We could settle down here and build a house and raise a family and be somebody.
Honey, you sure do expect a lot from a man that never even put out a newspaper before.
But you can do it if you'll just stick with it and not decide you want to try something else again.
You are a wonder, Elizabeth. Keeping all these things. Saving them all this time.
For our home, when we have one.
That may be a long time yet.
I'll wait.
I'll tell you this, Elizabeth. As long as you believe in me, someday we'll have what means so much to you. I promise you. That mud and water sure didn't do the press much good.
Yeah. I ought to take her apart and grease every joint, bone, and liver in it. Otherwise, she may rust up on us.
We'll risk that until after we get the paper out. Out first. If Merrick beats us, we won't have much use for the press anyhow.
I don't get the reason for all the rush. We can put out a better paper. Oh, now I know you ain't had no newspaper experience, but with me handling the printing and you going out and getting the news and the advertising?
Denver's only big enough for one newspaper. It may never be much bigger. Anyhow, people don't want second best.
It's human nature, Andrew. Somehow people feel that if you're the first, you're the best. The paper that comes out first, that's the one the town will support.
Well, here we go. You be ready to start setting type when I get back. Wish me luck.
Not a chance in the world.
I'll help you.
How's your luck, boys?
I never did see this town so upset. There's more noise than when they discovered gold in Cherry Creek. And all about nothing but you and your newspaper and Merrick and his. Which is going to come out first?
We'll be out first.
Get yourself a lot of bets on that.
Bet I know who's handling the bets.
Well, somebody had to.
I got $20 in dust says Merrick will win. What kind of odds am I getting?
Ain't none. Even money all around, Hank.
Okay, I still say Merrick will beat that Nebraska.
That's encouraging.
That could be. You got just about as many on your side as Merrick has on his so far. Wait a minute. Kind of been running his way the last few hours, but here. You got about 2,000 for you, and he's got just around 3,000 for him. That doesn't include the pool.
What pool?
I thought you newspapermen wasn't supposed to miss anything that went on. Take a look over there.
How does that work?
Figures out to $1,000 for the winner.
$1,000?
Yep. You put up $10 to say the day and the hour that the first newspaper will come out. And winner takes all, except for a small percentage for me.
Naturally.
Well, just about pay me for my time, putting the board up, taking care of the money.
Looks like most people seem to think Merrick's a sure thing.
Only because he was here first. But if I was a betting man, I'd bet on you. Where you going?
Upstairs. Work to do.
Well, now, some of this Taos lightning might speed you up a bit. You sure are serious about your newspaper.
No, I just don't want to see you lose your bet on me, that's all. That's about the best I can do, Andy.
Man thrown from a horse and dragged half a mile. Miner robbed for $50. Two-bit fire in the livery stable. We ain't gonna sell many papers with that kind of news.
I'll get the stuff in type anyhow. Maybe I can dig up something more exciting by the time we're ready to go to press.
Maybe you ought to go to bed. You've only had 4 hours sleep in the last 2 days.
I'll do my sleeping after we beat Merrick.
I wouldn't wake him if I was you.
Andy, help me move my desk. How long's it been raining?
Just started. Roof's leaking from the window, too. Ain't bad yet. Probably get worse.
I'll do what you can to keep the drips off the press and the type case. Gotta finish up this writing I should have done last night.
Not before breakfast, you don't. Even newspaper men have to eat once in a while, and that goes for printers, too. Andrew, will you clean off this table, please? And William, get some chairs.
Those eggs sure do look good, ma'am. I'm real hungry.
Now sit down. They won't stay hot all day.
Getting worse. No sense in trying to cover up this press. She'd get wet no matter where we put her.
Get the lids on those ink kegs. That stuff won't take much diluting.
William, can't you and Andy get up on the roof and nail boards over the leaks?
We'd have to put on a whole new roof.
Well, there must be something we can do. William, if there was a tent over the press, then you and Andy could work under it.
A tent? Indoors?
Well, why not if it'll keep the water off of the press?
Fine idea. It's a real fine idea. Except we ain't got no tent, and there's no tent for sale in Denver, not for love nor money.
We can take the canvas top off the wagon and spread it on the roof.
Yes.
You set 1 foot on that roof and you'll drop right through.
We'll rig the canvas inside here.
It won't work.
We're going to try it anyway. Come on. In case I never told you before, I don't know what I'd do without you. And I sure hope I never have to find out. Let's get that tarpaulin off the wagon.
No, it's not enough to cover the type cases. I told you it wouldn't work.
Will these help?
Mrs. Byers, you're a lifesaver.
Get your hands off of that sheet. Honey, you've saved those since our wedding day. I'm not going to let you ruin them.
Every little bit helps.
Andy's right. Here. William, please. Well, let's not all stand here and drown in the flood.
Grabbing it. Well, how the hell did we get the first edition off the press? How much newsprint do we have left?
I would say enough for about 400 or 500 copies.
The ink?
Yeah, one's half water. The other one's all right, though, so far.
How about the type?
Well,
It's gonna take me a while to draw that off.
Come in. Oh. Come in.
I just thought I'd come up and see what was going on. Flapping catfish fins. What's this?
Haven't you ever seen a tent before?
Never saw anything like this. What's it for?
Keep a 1,000-pound printing plant from floating right out of the sieve you rented to us.
Oh, well, I never said satisfaction was guaranteed.
I suppose you came to see how far behind we are. And now you'll probably go over to Mr. Merrick and give him the good news.
Elizabeth.
Well, you can tell Mr. Merrick that nothing is going to stop my husband. Not rain, nor flood, nor fire. My husband is a very stubborn man. And when something like this happens, it makes him all the more determined to succeed. No, Mr. Wooten, we are not beaten. And you can bet on that.
No, I'd say she seems a mite upset.
She's got a right to be. What's the latest on Merrick and his paper?
Oh, well, I'm kind of hiding out from people who want me to pay off their bets.
You haven't?
No, I haven't, and I ain't gonna. Not before I see Merrick's Cherry Creek Pioneer right in my hands before I see yours, whatever you aim to call it. But that better be pretty quick. Merrick told me not more than 10 minutes ago that he'd finished setting type on nearly 3 pages. And he's only got 1 page to go. Yeah. All we got set don't add up to more than a page and a half.
What counts is Merrick still has to build that other page. That just ought to give us till tomorrow anyhow.
We ain't gonna make it. We just ain't gonna make it.
Here's 100 on Merrick, 8:30 tonight.
Another 100 says Merrick will be out at 9:30.
Ain't nobody betting buyers?
This territory will be a state before he gets ready to publish.
Sorry, Elizabeth. I always leap before I look. I just never seem to learn to be prepared for what I didn't count on.
Wait a minute. William, you are prepared. Don't you remember, Andy set 2 pages of type before we left Omaha.
What good is that in Denver?
It would fill the rest of the paper.
2 pages of it, 2 months old.
It's something to read, and it would be new to people here. William, you're like a politician in a way. No matter how much good a candidate wants to do, he can't do anything unless he gets elected. You can't do things for Denver and Colorado and the West unless you get our paper out first.
Andy, do we still have that type?
Yeah, it's locked up in the forms out in the wagon.
Then get those forms up here. We'll use the Nebraska stuff on 3 and 4. Put what local stories we've got on page 1. Use page 2 for editorial statement of policy, whatever else we've got. Come on, Andy, get those forms up here. Hurry.
Well, that's it for 1 and 4. I'll take down your editorial as soon as you're ready. Then we can throw in the forms for 2 and 3.
You got what you want to say yet?
There wouldn't be enough room in 3 editions to say everything I got in mind.
Well, then why don't you just give the people a hint of what they can expect next week? And the week after that. Make them want to buy the paper for the next 100 years.
Elizabeth, you have too much faith in me.
I don't think so.
Well, I'd like to tell them what I think the future holds for this part of the country. And that this paper plans to help guide that destiny whatever way it can.
William, why don't you tell it to Andy and let him write it down?
I'm ready.
Let's see. With our hat in our hand and our best bow, we this week make our first appearance in the far west, where the snowy mountains look down upon us. Let's see, look down upon us.
In the hottest summer days, as well as in the winter's cold.
Not bad. You got that, Andy?
Winter's cold.
Got it. Here, where a few months ago, the wild beasts and wilder Indians held undisturbed possession, Where now surges the advancing wave of Anglo-Saxon enterprise and civilization, where soon, we fondly hope, will be erected a great and powerful state. Another empire in a sisterhood of empires. Our course is marked out. We will follow it with steadfast and fixed determination.
To speak, write, and publish the truth and nothing but the truth.
Fondly looking forward to a long and pleasant acquaintance with our readers, hoping to act our part, we send forth to the world this first number of the Rocky Mountain News. Put it in type, Andy.
I just came up to tell you folks that I'm going to have to pay off on Merrick. I sure hate to do it, but like the man says, you can't win them all.
You better speak to Mr. Byers. Mr. Wooten is here about the bet.
Now, you just remember this. It ain't no disgrace to get beat when you try it as hard as you did and then some.
Have you seen Merrick's paper?
Well, no, but it ought to be out by now.
Then no one has officially recorded him as the winner.
Well, no.
Mrs. Byers, shall we honor Mr. Wooten by allowing him to purchase the first copy of the Rocky Mountain News?
Inasmuch as he has never wavered in his steadfast devotion to our cause, I think it is a splendid idea.
Well, but the last I knew, it looked to me like you...
Mr. Wooten, would you be good enough to attest to the time and date of this first issue of a newspaper in Denver City, territory of Colorado?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's see. It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, April 23rd, 1859.
Official?
Yes, sir, that's very official.
I knew we'd make it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Looks like I got here just in time. I hope this is what you wanted. It's the best there was in Colorado. Made in Mexico, came up through Santa Fe.
What is it?
We'll open it and find out.
Oh, William. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, but you shouldn't have.
I should have, and that's just the start. And now shall we go find that house to put them in?
Rocky Mountain News. First newspaper in Denver, and for more than 100 years, one of the great newspapers in the United States. Here's a reproduction of that first edition of the Rocky Mountain News. And here's how that same paper looks today. And it all began with a woman who knew what she wanted. What every woman wants. A home of her own. Next week, another true drama from our American past. See you then.
Okay, you all pay attention a second. Now, you all know what's been happening to our canal. Now, you've seen it happen before, and most of you have been down to see what shape it is in now.
It sure is a mess.
That's silting up all right, just like it did last year.
It sure is. Something ought to be done about it before it stops running altogether.
Yeah, we ought to clean it up, but, well, I gotta get back to livery.
Me too. Joe Summers bringing his mare in for a show, and I've got to get over there.
Well, now, wait a minute. Hold everything. Where do you think you're going? Now, just a minute. Who's going to get this job done? Well, look, Patasequi is the only water supply this town has. You know we got to keep it running. But you're all too busy this time, is that it?
Well, sure, more ranchers moving in around here all the time. They come into town, we gotta be here. We got businesses to tend to.
Oh, what about the town? How are we going to stay alive without water? Now, look, we're going to be big. This is going to be a city. The biggest in 1,000 miles. I know it. But we've got to work at it.
Oh, come on, Dow. Now, we've heard all your big ideas before. What city? Well, we got a one-street town, a saloon, and a couple of adobe shacks. Instead of a newspaper, we got a tree. Instead of a fire department, we got a water bucket. And that's full of holes. We don't even have a mayor.
Well, that's it, Hubbard. Let's have us a mayor. Yeah. And then he can organize the whole thing.
How about Ben?
Ben for mayor. What do you say?
Now, wait a minute.
Okay, Ben, you're it. And the problem's yours. Now, I gotta get back to my livery stable.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Ben. You're the town's first mayor.
Thank you, Jack.
Death Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the Old Ranger. Hundreds of small towns were started in those early days of the West. Some sprang up near a mining strike, some began as stagecoach stops, and some built up around Crossroads Saloon. Now, many of these towns lost their reason for existence and are just memories now. Those lucky enough to have among their citizens a man like Ben Dow, a man of vision and determination, usually grew up and prospered. But it wasn't easy, even for someone like Ben, as he learned on the streets of El Paso.
Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Ben.
Oh, morning.
You're not very talkative, are you?
I'm kind of busy.
Oh.
Hey, you didn't hear?
Hear what?
They elected me mayor.
Elected you mayor?
About an hour ago. Unanimously.
Ben, how wonderful. First mayor of El Paso. Oh, well, I always knew it would happen. And to think the whole town had such faith in you, Ben.
Well, I don't think that...
Now, this will be the beginning of everything. All your dreams about building a new city can come true.
Well, I don't think that's why they elected me mayor.
What?
No, they didn't want to dig out the canal, so they handed it over to me by making me mayor.
Oh.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right, Nancy. They elected me mayor. That's what I'll be. And this is the way I'll start.
What is it?
It's a proclamation. My first proclamation as mayor.
Ben, I don't think the people are going to like this.
They're going to have to like it. I'm the mayor.
Well, it ain't going to like that. Well, I see George and Hilda are inviting everybody to Maggie's wedding, huh? You going, Ben?
I imagine so.
Proclamation. I, Ben Dow, duly elected mayor of this city. Taxes?
Well, what do you expect me to do? Dig out that canal by myself? Well, we got to raise some money somehow, and this is the legal and proper way to do it.
People ain't gonna like that, Ben. In fact, I'll bet you a new hat you don't collect $5.
Carmody, you've got yourself a bet. So, you see, Charlie, we're charging everybody a tax. All the big cities do it.
They do?
Oh, yes.
Well, the trouble is, my two youngest are ailing, and young Charlie fell out of a tree and busted his arm, and, well, Jane is expecting again, and...
Charlie...
But the fact is, Ben, with all these doctoring bills, I just...
No, I understand, Charlie. Look, here, take this. Maybe this will help out for a while, and when you get a chance, will you pay the tax bill?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ben. When they pay, I'll pay.
Doggone it, Marie, that's what everybody says. Now, how are we going to get along without water?
Oh, well, I don't have to worry about that. Would you like a drink?
No. No, thanks, Marie.
How's the mayor in business, Dow? I haven't been outside this afternoon to look. Are we a big city yet?
Well, you will be. With no thanks to some cheap chiselers around here that I know.
Well, we're all counting on you, Ben. Don't let us down.
It's not top quality. Of course, I expected that. It fits, more or less. I suppose that's all I could hope for from you.
Harmony, you wouldn't know quality if it came up and kicked you.
Hey, Ben.
Ben, I was so sorry to hear about it. You didn't collect a cent, did you?
Nope.
That's a downright shame the way they treated you, Ben. If I had any property, I'd pay my taxes. If I had any money.
Poor Ben. Well, this'll make you feel better. Mince pie.
What are you two talking about? You know, I feel fine.
Look what this idiot's gone and done now.
City Ordinance Number 1. From this date henceforth, it will be illegal for any citizen of El Paso to bathe, swim, or cavort in any way in the canal. Ben Dower, Mayor. Ben, you know the people always...
That's what I'm hoping for. The more we catch, the more we collect. That should bring in plenty of money. And we'll get that ditch dug out.
You out of your mind, Ben Dow. If I want to swim in that canal, I'll do it.
You do, and you'll pay for it when our town marshal catches you.
What town marshal? Who's you going to talk into that job?
But, Jack, I've been giving that a lot of thought. I think I found the right man. You.
Me? Why, Ben, the way you're running this town, that'd get me killed.
Jack, you know I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. Besides, what's more important? You or El Paso?
And listen to this one. It shall be illegal for any man, woman, or child to speak loudly or unkindly toward his or her neighbors. Oh, that's nothing. This is my favorite. It shall be illegal for any male or female citizen of El Paso to steal any of his or her neighbor's property without the consent of his or her neighbor.
You can go ahead and laugh, but you're going to find out there are a lot of people willing to pay their fine and own up to it once they've broken the law.
That's right, Mayor. I just collected some fines.
You did? Hand them over. That's an historic occasion, boys. The beginning of the city treasury. $3.
I fined a stranger $1 for carrying a gun. He didn't have sense enough to hide it. And then I fined Joe Stanton 6 bits for pitching pennies behind Carmody's livery stable. And then I fined the guy.
Congratulations, Mayor. At the rate you're collecting fines, you'll have that canal dug in an easy 5 years.
Don't you let them bother you, Ben. Here, I've got something for you. That money you loaned me the other day.
Thanks, Charlie, but where did you get all that money?
Oh, I just had a little run of luck over at Marie's place.
Poker?
Yeah.
Come on, Marshal. Let's go catch him in the act, huh?
Better put the money away, boys. The government's coming up the street.
Marshal, arrest these men.
On what charge, Mayor? Or have you got a new law saying you can't play for matches now?
Come on, Jack. I'll buy you a drink. I think I could use one.
Boys, he's got to be the most discouraged man in West Texas. I bet Dow'll do anything to raise that money. Maybe we can cash in on this.
How things going, Ben?
Not too good.
You think you're ever going to get that canal cleaned out?
I don't know, Marie. I'm beginning to wonder.
Marie, come on over here. We got an idea to make some money.
Well, I'm all for that.
But we gotta act fast before Dowell becomes too discouraged and gives up being mayor.
Wait a minute. Why are you inviting me in?
Well, you're making our investment in this place pay off, so we figured we owe you a favor. Besides, Ben won't have anything to do with any of us. But you can make a deal with him.
What kind of deal?
Just about the slickest idea you ever heard. Now, what we're gonna do is...
Feeling low?
Oh. Howdy, Marie. Yeah. It gets pretty discouraging to have one simple dream and then find out it's hopeless. Oh, would you like some coffee?
Oh, no. Maybe it's not hopeless, Ben.
Well, I know this can be a great city, but nobody's even willing to try. How are we going to even get railroads to come through here or anything else if we can't even supply our own water?
How much do you need, Ben?
$200. I know it doesn't sound like much, but nobody in this town has any cash.
I have. I'll give the town $200. Well, I think the town ought to grow, too.
Marie, that's...
It's strictly a business deal, Ben. I want something in exchange.
In exchange? The town doesn't own anything. I mean, no city hall, no schools, no jail. The only thing El Paso's got is a street it's built on.
That'll do.
What'll do?
The street, I'll take that.
Marie, have you been drinking your own liquor? No, wait a minute. Isn't there some other way?
You said it yourself, Ben. El Paso hasn't got anything else.
How can I...
I don't know. You're the mayor, Ben. I mean, I thought you wanted to do something. Unless all that talk about El Paso being such a great city was just talk.
Well, what could you possibly do with it? Oh, yes. Well, in other words, when all those highfalutin ladies come riding into town with their noses up in the air, why, you could say they're riding on your street, I can see how that could give you a great deal of satisfaction. I sure don't see any harm in it. And I could get things started. Marie, you got yourself a deal. Come on, we'll draw up a deal.
All right, I'm coming. Give him a chance to wake up, will you? See. Charlie, what?
Ben, what's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
What are they doing?
Whoa, what?
Come on here. Come on.
You don't have to drag me.
Look at that. They're charging everybody to come into town. They call it a toll.
A toll?
Yes.
Oh, that woman.
I estimate another 5 minutes.
Your watch must be slow. Here he comes now.
Now, listen here, Marie. You can't do this.
Oh, yes, she can, Mayor.
Albert, would you mind going someplace else? I have some business to talk over with Marie.
Well, I assume you want to talk about the town streets, which we own.
You?
Marie and me. And a couple of others formed a little real estate syndicate.
Now, Ben, I told you it was strictly a business deal.
Now, what was it you wanted to talk about, Mayor?
You know darn well you can't charge admission for people to come into this town.
According to this deed that you wrote, it says we can do anything we want with those streets.
Ben, I want you to know, I was not in favor of charging that toll, but the rest of the syndicate voted me down. Personally, I wanted to plow up the street and plant a little garden out there.
That's for you, Ben. You know, you bachelors never get the right kind of food. Eating all that chili and tamales. What?
Hold it. What is this all about? Wait a minute. Hold it. Quiet down.
I tried to stop them, Ben, but they won't listen to me.
Yeah, well, I suppose you're all here because of the fences, huh?
Yeah.
Darn right it is. What are you trying to do? Ruin us, Ben? Them ranchers come into town for supplies, they gotta pay a toll. Well, they ain't gonna do it.
I know. I tell you, I'm working on it.
Well, you've got to work harder, Ben. Things can't go on this way.
Now, listen here, all of you. You elected me mayor to fix up the canal and make something out of this town. But then none of you lifted a hand to help. Well, I did the only thing I could.
Well, you done the wrong thing. And we're here to tell you that if it ain't undone right away, well, there's gonna be a little tar and feather party going on. Yeah. And guess who's gonna be the guest of honor?
I tell you, I'm working on it. Everything's gonna be fine tomorrow.
All right, now you heard him. Now go on home. Well, it's not what it is. Ben, have you really got something figured out?
Oh, yeah, Jack. Depend on me. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay. Well, good night, then.
I told you not to worry, Ben. I knew you'd think of something.
Yep. I'm gonna take care of it right now, too.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna pack up and leave town.
But you can't.
Nancy, you once said I was a smart man. Well, a smart man knows when to quit. It's not just the tars and feathers. I'm thinking car money's going to work him up into a lynch party.
But what about all the wonderful things you were going to do? The city you were going to build?
Well, I can't do it if I'm dangling from a tree.
You know, it took a woman's tricky maneuvering to put this over on you. What you need is the same sneaky, conniving logic on your side.
What do you mean, sneaky conniving?
Another woman.
Another woman?
Me.
Nancy, I don't...
You will.
All right, wait a minute. Now, what is going on?
Well, haven't you noticed anything strange this morning?
No,
Where are all the customers?
it is early.
It's not that early.
Where is everybody?
Here, I'll show you.
But who?
Ben Dowell. Who else? Morning, Miss Whitaker.
Morning.
Mayor.
Good morning. It's a nice day, isn't it?
Look, Ben, a joke's a joke, but that fence has got to come down.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, I know a little bit about the law, too. That's restraint of trade, keeping people from coming into our place.
What? Isn't that what you're doing to the whole town?
That's different. You can't fence off the sidewalks.
Well, anyway, it's none of my doing.
If the mayor could sell you the streets, he could sell me the sidewalks. Would you like to see the deed?
Of all the lowdown.
All right. Ben, you win. Just give us back our $200 and we'll tear down the fences blocking the street.
Your 200? Funny, I don't recall anything in that deed that you have about giving money back.
If I don't get it back, them fences will stay put till water runs uphill.
All the fences.
They can't do this to us.
They've done it. Come on.
Well, I've hired the men to start cleaning up the canal tomorrow and dig it all out. After that, we'll, Nancy?
What, Ben?
Well, you know, if it weren't for you, I was about to give up on all of this, and
Yes?
well, what I mean, if it weren't,
Are you trying to say thank you, Ben?
yeah.
Ben, there's a much better way.
As one author wrote, he thought up the only new dodge in municipal money raising since the invention of wampum. Now, Ben Dowell, El Paso's first mayor, did use that money to repair the canal and ensure the town's water supply. So that 6 years later, in 1879, Ben's vision proved true when the railroads announced they were coming to El Paso. And that little village became one of the most important cities of Texas.